So now we are going to invite the next speaker, Miss Farhana, for today's sections. She will share on protein quality in cancer care. So yeah, Miss Farhana obtained her bachelor degree of dietetics from UKM, and she has experience in many specialized hospitals, including PPUKM, Hospital Kajang, and also Hospital Raja Permaisuri Bainu, Ipoh. And she's currently working as a product manager in Aspen. Without further ado, let's welcome Miss Farhana. Yeah, so I'll pass over to you, Miss Farhana.
Okay, thank you, Krystal. Hi, everybody. Hi, viewers. Thank you for the nice introduction. Okay, before I go through, I want to share my screen first. Let me open. Okay. So, thank you, Krystal, and thank you also for Shariza. She's actually my great senior. Okay, in dietetics field. I also learned a lot from the slide, and especially challenges facing by cancer patients, because normally cancer patients have poor oral intake. So yeah, they might taking protein. Yes, it's true, betul dia mungkin ambil protein, tapi protein yang dia ambil tak cukup. Macam Puan Syariza suggest tadi, untuk tambahkan telur ataupun susu dalam makanan tersebut untuk increase dia punya protein. As she just mentioned now, the protein requirement for cancer patient can be up to 2 gram per kg body weight. Dengar macam itu gram, sikit je. Tapi cuba you darab dengan you punya berat badan. Contoh macam Puan Syazreen bagi tadi 50 kilo, you darab dengan 2 gram. So total dia 100 gram. So ada setengah orang 100 gram je, sikit je. Okay, tapi bila kita tengok balik dalam diet kita, normally we take less protein. Okay, you can see when you go lunch, right, people just taking nasi, carbohydrate a lot compared to the meat or the lauk pauk kan. So sebab tu kita tahu yang kebanyakan orang tidak boleh meet protein requirement. So especially when we talk about critically ill patients such as cancer patient, normally their requirement is very high and they face this kind of challenges, poor oral intake. So they must have protein in their diet. Okay. But on the other hand, even though they have this kind of challenges, there's a lot of company outside there which is come out with a product ataupun kalau seseorang yang tidak susah untuk meet protein requirement, dia boleh ambil protein tambahan. Tapi dalam bahasa Inggeris dia protein supplement. Not necessarily supplement tapi protein tambahan untuk ditambahkan dalam diet mereka. Okay. So before we go into protein quality and also protein types in market, I want to throw this kind of big question. Okay, are all protein created equal? Okay, saya rasa semua viewer ataupun orang percaya yang protein tu sama. Okay, bila orang cakap ambil protein, so you can ambil susu apa semua tu kan. Betul, memang dia adalah type of protein, tapi sebenarnya it's not created equal. Okay, it is not equal. Okay. Why people think it's the same because it's the same group, it's a protein. But actually each food types of protein have different concentration and also different protein quality. Okay, let's take a look at basic. Just now, Puan Shariza also mentioned about these sources. As you know, as everybody knows, protein sources is divided into two, which is animal-based protein and plant-based protein. Okay, for animal-based protein, they have complete essential amino acid compared to plant-based protein, which is incomplete. So what is essential amino acid? Apa pula essential amino acid ni? Apa benda pula kan? Okay, essential amino acid ni sebenarnya when we talk about essential, so we need to take it from our diet because our body doesn't produce that, so we must take from our diet. Okay. That's why it is important, especially critically ill patients. They eat less, so they didn't get such adequate amount of essential amino acid. So that's why it is important to take protein that have higher essential amino acid. Does it mean plant-based protein is not good? No, it's the same, but for vegetarian or people who would like to take plant-based protein, you can have a variety of plant-based protein such as mungkin you boleh ambil soy, boleh ambil sayur yang tinggi protein macam brokoli. So you just add in itu to make it complete in terms of essential amino acid. However, for animal based, normally they might contain saturated fat on cholesterol. So ramai yang akan try to avoid sebab mungkin diorang pun ada masalah macam high cholesterol level ataupun masalah jantung. So kita faham mungkin dia akan try to avoid that. But compared to plant based, some of the vegetable have antioxidant properties. Okay. However, in terms of digestibility, animal-based we have better digestibility is because the leucine content, the essential amino acid complete, and they have higher number of leucine content compared to plant-based. Okay. So when we talk about food, it's better to take a variety of food. Okay, so maksudnya kalau you boleh campur dengan seharian you animal based and plant based, lagi better. You can have more essential amino acid, especially when we talk about critically ill patient. Okay, so kalau nak boleh ke kalau nak fokuskan pada satu group, contohnya saya nak ambil plant based saja, boleh, tak ada masalah. Cuma lebih variety kan pemilihan makanan tersebut. Contohnya daripada istilah ambil soya je, ataupun tahu saja, ataupun pucuk saja kan. Sebab ada setengah orang, oh I boleh ambil ini, so I nak ambil ini. So lebih baik untuk mempelbagaikan. Okay. So when we talk about protein supplement, okay, just now we're talking about real food. Okay. But sometimes it's very hard to achieve protein requirement by only taking real food. So that's why that is where protein tambahan diperlukan ataupun protein supplementation diperlukan. Okay. So kebanyakannya if you guys notice protein tambahan di luar mostly come in whey as their base of protein. Okay, kenapa whey? So saya akan terangkan whey ni kenapa. Tapi jangan risau. Okay, I will go into what is whey. Nanti kan dia cakap whey ni apa? Whey macam tu ke? Tak. So nanti saya akan explain where is whey come from. Okay. So for figure 1, you can see that when we compare in terms of plant-based and animal-based protein, plant-based protein range, the protein concentration range between 51 to 81%. Okay, but for animal-based, it will be a bit higher, up to 86%. If you see here at the end of the diagram, there's a human muscle range for protein concentration. This is actually a benchmark to measure, okay, whether it's higher compared to human muscle or it's lower. You can see that animal-based we have about the same even a bit higher compared to protein concentration in human muscle. Okay. The second figure shows the essential amino acid percentage in the foods that I mentioned, the same food as mentioned in the first figure. Okay. You can see here most of plant-based protein have lower percentage of essential amino acid compared to animal-based protein. Yeah, maybe the protein concentration is high. For example, if you take here whole meat, okay, the protein concentration is high. But when we look, the wheat, okay, wheat, the protein concentration is high, but the essential amino acid percentage is lower. You see there, yes, protein concentration high, tapi essential amino acid lower. So that is how we compare, because like I mentioned just now, essential amino acid is very, very important because we have to get it from food. Okay, so why we choose whey? Why company that come up with protein supplement choose whey as their base of protein? Because first, you want the product to have higher number of protein concentration. Definitely, you want them to take product that have high number of protein concentration. Second, we want something come in small quantity. Okay, maybe like 5 grams of powder of the product can yield high quantity or bigger benefit to the patient. Contohnya quantity dia sikit tapi dia yield banyak protein concentration and banyak essential amino acid, which is better sebab bila kita bercakap tentang critically ill patient, normally they have challenges macam poor oral intake. Betul tak? Kebanyakannya memang akan rasa macam tak lalu nak makan, sometimes because of the chemotherapy, sometimes because of the disease itself, so dia orang prefer tak nak makan. Okay, so actually this kind of protein supplement which is a quick fix, okay, senang je untuk ambil bancuh dan minum tapi give bigger benefit. Okay, And most importantly, it is high in terms of digestibility. So bila you makan, senang digest. Dan bila senang digest, dan paling penting, the last point is the rate of absorption. Okay, absorption dia. Macam mana rate absorption? Digest is digest. Tapi absorb tak semuanya. Okay, berapa banyak absorption yang diorang boleh dapat daripada makanan tersebut. Okay. So that's why you see here whey, it has high number of protein concentration and also has the highest number of essential amino acid percentage. Okay, let's take a look on this table. Okay, this table talk about protein quality. Okay, we just summarize. We just take a few types of protein and we compile into a table. You can see that there's a few which is whey protein, whole egg, and also some from plant-based animals such as soy and also wheat gluten. Okay, you can see here the amino acid score. Okay, the amino acid score is different, right? Some is more than one, some is less than one. So amino acid score is actually indicator to mention that kalau lebih daripada satu, bermakna essential amino acid yang digunakan dalam badan adalah excess. Bermakna benda tu banyak, dalam makanan tersebut banyak. So bila kita makan, dia akan jadi excess dalam kita punya badan, which is good. Okay. Kalau rendah daripada satu, bermakna you kena take variety lah. Kalau you contohnya you ambil soy protein saja ataupun wheat gluten sahaja. Okay, so you kena banyakkan lagi protein source tu. Okay, selain daripada tu you mungkin boleh campur dengan yang complete untuk jadikan lebih banyak essential amino acid. But I just want to mention here amino acid score, if it's more than one, it is good and it have higher number of essential amino acid and more complete. Okay. And just now, Syazreen also mentioned the biological value. You can see here the biological value compared to the rest, whey protein have the highest, which is about 104. This biological value, the higher the biological value, the higher the uptake of protein into your body. Okay. So that's what is Syazreen trying to mention just now. Okay. Then other than that, it's protein digestibility. Saya cakap tadi, the one of the criteria why people come up with the protein supplementation is because atau protein additional protein, we call it because of the protein digestibility. Okay. So senang, kita dah boleh meet the criteria of digestibility is high, protein concentration is high, protein quality also is high. So untuk patient yang ada masalah untuk meet dia punya protein requirement, they can go for additional protein. Okay. So this table by FAO, so boleh je cari dekat Google if you want to refer more. Memang ada banyak. Okay. Next is saya asyik cakap selection criteria of whey kan. Tapi tak tahu whey tu apa. So sekarang nak bagi tahulah apa itu whey. Okay. Sebab tadi saya start with whey first because in the diagram they directly mention about whey. Okay. So whey sebenarnya come daripada susu. So whey ni daripada susu. So jangan salah anggap whey ni daripada plant based lah. This is actually from animal based source. Okay. So daripada susu dia akan melalui proses untuk separatekan. You can see dua separate layer daripada susu which is we call casein and whey. The casein is the curd part of the susu and then the milk and then whey is the watery part. If you put milk at room temperature, you can see two separated layer. The curd is casein, the watery part is whey. Okay, that is the way where whey come from. But whey also have a few generations. Okay. So next time when you check why protein supplement product come from whey, then you know why. Okay. Why we take whey? Why people take whey? Because it shows that whey have higher number of branched amino acid and also essential amino acid. Okay. So that's why people use whey as the basic of the product. A lot of ONS, oral nutrition supplement or supplement outside, they use whey as the basic of the protein. Okay. For the first generation is we call as whey protein concentrate. Okay. Then whey protein concentrate can also produce whey protein isolate from that through three types of processes which is called microfiltration, cation and also ion exchange. And when whey concentrate or isolate go into enzyme treatment, it becomes hydrolyzed whey or in a peptide form, which is fast absorption. So now in total we have 4 types of protein come from milk. Okay, casein, whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate and also hydrolyzed whey. Okay, so this is the 4 types. Okay, when we talk about protein supplement or additional protein in the market, there's 4 types, Krystal: casein, whey protein concentrate, and whey protein isolate, and hydrolyzed. So each type of protein have different first protein concentration. That's what I mentioned. Protein concentration is the first thing that we will look. Okay, for protein concentration, the highest that we have is for whey protein isolate. Second one is whey protein concentrate, and last is casein. Other than that, their rate of absorption also different, which is for isolate is 1 to 2 hours, concentrate 3 to 4 hours, and the longest one is casein. Okay, hydrolyze is the fastest one. So means that when you drink hydrolyzed whey, yeah, it is directly absorbed to your body. Okay, so when we talk about critically ill patient, normally they need faster protein. They need fast protein so that they can have fast or rapid recovery. So that's why if you are choosing protein supplement, you can choose um, fast protein to be consumed. Okay, is it means that casein and concentrate is not good? No, actually it's not. It also depends on your condition. If you are really need in fast or rapid recovery, then you can go for faster types of whey. Okay. So why casein and all types have their differences, they each play important roles in your body and provide numerous health benefits. And besides that, when we talk about this type of protein, their lactose content also different. Okay, for those who have lactose intolerance, this is very, very important, such as like just now Puan Shariza mentioned, for those who cannot take milk, they can go for whey that have low or ultra low lactose content, such as whey protein isolate. Okay, but is it whey protein concentrate cannot take? Can take, but it also depends on the sensitivity of the individual. Because when you talk about lactose intolerance, it varies in individuals. Okay, setiap orang berlainan. Ada setengah orang sangat-sangat sensitif. You makan sikit pun you boleh rasa. Ada setengah orang, oh after a few drinks of milk, then only you can taste the lactose and you have the side effect of the lactose. But it's also different. Okay, so you must try first to your body which one is suitable for you. Maybe for me it's good, maybe for Krystal it's not. So it depends. Okay, please check. But please check about the lactose intolerance because it still come from milk. Definitely, when we talk about whey, it's already removed lactose through their process. But still, for people that are lactose intolerant, they can be very, very sensitive. Okay, okay next, because just now I mentioned to produce whey protein isolate, there has 3 types of processes: cation, anion, and microfiltration. Okay, this is the type of the processes that can help to produce whey protein isolate. Okay, I just want to show here, this table shows some microfraction that have in whey. Okay, you can see alpha lactobumin, beta lactoglobulin, glycomacropeptide. These three, the first three things is actually the main microfraction in whey. So bermakna in all types of susu, these 3 things will be there. Okay, just that what makes it different is the content of the number, the content, the concentration of the microfraction inside. Okay, if you see here, what I highlight in red color, beta lactoglobulin, IgG, and lactoferrin, this is what normally people will look to when they choose whey protein supplement. Okay, so IgG, as we know, is antibody which is also can help in viral infection, in fighting bacterial and viral infection. Lactoferrin is iron binding protein that shows non-immune natural defense. Okay, so it can against both microbial and also viral attack. Next, we're going to talk about branch-chain amino acid. From where is the branch-chain amino acid come from? Okay, branch-chain amino acid actually come from essential amino acid. Inside essential, there's 3 amino acid we call as branch-chain amino acid, which is leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Okay, this is the most important part of taking whey supplement ataupun protein, additional protein. Okay, because why? Their study shows by taking leucine have the properties of muscle protein synthesis, can help in muscle protein synthesis and also prevent tissue catabolism. Untuk yang cancer patient normally they are high metabolic disease kan. So untuk mengelakkan untuk membantu benda ni, mengurangkan benda high metabolic rate ni berlaku, so dia boleh ambil whey which is high in leucine. So dia akan membantu dalam mengelakkan proses katabolik itu berlaku. Okay, if you see here in this diagram, you can see leucine, whey have higher number of leucine. Even for, you can see here, corn have high number of leucine as well. But when we talk about protein concentration, okay, corn is carbs. Okay, like mentioned by Norshariza now, carbs have lower number of protein or protein concentration. So itu bezanya. Even dia cakap, leucine corn ni sangat tinggi juga. Okay, tapi you have to remember corn is carbohydrate, not main source of protein. Okay, so leucine is very important for, remember leucine is very important for tissue recovery and also muscle synthesis and help to prevent tissue catabolism. Okay, just now I talk about these three main whey major microfraction, right? Beta lactoglobulin, alpha lactobumin, and glycomicropeptide. So these three is main major whey microfraction. So the BCAA content is the highest at beta lactoglobulin microfraction. So if your product have higher number of beta lactoglobulin, so it will have higher number of BCAA. So memang nampak macam kompleks sikit, tapi senang je, bear in mind that if the product have higher number of beta lactoglobulin, we have higher number of BCAA. Okay, so here I take back the figure just now. I just enlarge it. You can see here, whey protein have higher number of leucine, and there's evidence shows that leucine amino acid is beneficial in protein synthesis and energy regulation. Okay, so come to the last slide finally. Okay, so benefit of taking whey, you have to know whey have complete essential amino acid first. Okay, whey also have high quality protein. Just now you can see the biological value is about 104, and the protein and the amino acid score is more than 1. And it's also high in terms of protein digestibility. Okay, we also have the third one, we have higher number of BCAA, especially in leucine. Bear in mind, leucine is good in protein synthesis and also prevent tissue catabolism. Okay, so there's three types of whey protein concentration, whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, and hydrolyze. So these three have different rate of absorption. So choose wisely which one do you like. Do you want to have faster absorption, fast recovery? Okay, and whey is also low in lactose generally. Okay, but when you talk about specific types of whey, you have to look the number of whey. Definitely there will be low in lactose, less than 10%, but still you have to check each one types of whey protein. Okay, I think that's all from me, Krystal. So much that I talk. I hope this can help people understand more about whey, more about protein supplement, not only in critically ill patient but also in sport nutrition. Okay, now go back to you, Krystal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Farhana, for the insightful talk. So yeah, as what Miss Farhana has shared with us just now, the protein quality actually depends on the rate of absorption and digestion as well as the concentrations level of the protein.